Welcome to the Tales from the Crypt podcast. We are an actual play podcast featuring a revolving cast of players making our way through micro RPGs, highly narrative tabletop games, and the more popular and less known RPG systems from a wide variety of genres. Content may not be suitable for children, and content warnings can be found in the description. I'm Riley Groves, and I'll be your host, your guide, your GM on this episode of Tales from the Crypt. Previously on Tales from the Crypt. And a very loud splash into the creek ahead.
I think Samantha just fell in the water.
Yeah, we should probably make sure she's not drowning.
Yeah, we definitely can't let her die.
I got startled by something I thought I saw in the water, and so I threw a giant rock at it.
Well, did you hit it?
I think so. I think I see some smoke.
Oh, gosh.
From the water?
It's coming from the Troop Clubhouse.
Mrs. Beans, what's going on?
Who's there? Who is it?
It's us. We're, girls.
You girls.
What's happening? What happened to the statue?
The statue, I think it had to do with whatever crashed in the town. And our beloved statue, she's gone.
Oh, no. This is terrible. We have to find who did it.
You do not see the fish. However, you do see in the brambles a flashlight on in the water.
Can I throw a rock at it?
Yeah, you nail it with a rock, and you send the flashlight floating on down the stream.
Was that Samantha's?
Uh-oh.
Did one of you say you saw Samantha last night?
Yeah, maybe. Earlier.
She never came home last night. Welcome to Tales from the Crypt. We are back to playing Badge Quest, so I have Anna at the table.
Back again.
All right, Tim.
Howdy.
And Rebecca.
Ready to rock.
Picking up their roles as Vivian Strauss Maxwell, Cowell, and Bonnie McGinnis, respectively. Before we jump back into the episode, let's take a question from our pod deck, interview deck. This question is, what's your recurring nightmare? Who wants to start?
I could go.
All right, Anna.
I have a recurring nightmare that I'm like having a regular dream and then all my teeth fall out. And I can feel like my gums.
You can feel the gums?
Yeah.
Like this? Can
like
you
a
feel
dream
the
sensation
socket?
of yes.
Ew.
Yes.
Weird.
Have you ever lost a tooth as an adult?
No. I have all my teeth. But I did, I was at a birthday party. I don't know, how old were we? Like 10, maybe?
It was my birthday party.
Yes,
yeah,
it was your
my 10th
birthday party. And I lost 3 molars.
At the same time?
Yeah, because I had a Tootsie Roll, and it pulled all my molars out.
She was so bloody, it was gross.
That's intense.
It's terrifying.
It's crazy that we harbor fear of something that happened like a very long time ago to all of us. And like, it really wasn't that big of a deal when you're a kid. You're like, oh, my tooth fell out. Like, it becomes so common that you're like, oh, I lost a tooth.
Well, they say
but
when you dream about losing your teeth like that, it's a feeling that you're out of control of your life.
Oh.
I don't believe
Follow-up
any of that
question?
bullshit, but
No. No, but that's wild. Okay.
I guess if it's a current reoccurring nightmare, the one I actually had it last night where I have these dreams where I'll be somewhere with Arlo and then I lose Arlo and I wake myself up crying. I'm crying so hard that I wake myself up.
for the listener, Arlo is Tim's
Oh,
dog.
Arlo's my dog.
Yeah, that would be a very tough one, like, to deal with. I would not like having. I hate even having any dreams about my dogs because they're mostly like make me sad.
Yeah, I get like wildly distraught. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Mine is similar to Tim's, but mine's kind of more of a waking nightmare.
Oh.
So my little cat likes to sleep with me at night, but when I wake up and he's not sleeping with me, I like get freaked out that I left him outside or something, which is weird because he's not an outdoor cat. But like I just can't get past that he snuck outside, and I can't sleep again until I go downstairs and find him and pet him and know he's alive, and then I can go to bed. It's the worst thing ever, and it happens at least once a week.
I can relate to that.
Yep. Because sometimes I can kind of fall back asleep, and I dream that he's, like, getting attacked by something. It's awful. So it's worth it just to get my ass out of bed and go downstairs and find the cat.
Wild. For me, mine stems back to a real life event. Back when I was young, my dad and I used to go fishing in the Great Lakes a lot. And one night we were down there or over there, and we went to this small food shack, and like it was cool. It was like just a normal little, you get chicken tenders or burgers or something. I don't really remember. But then all of a sudden my dad's like, look at that spider. And I looked up, and there was just like a gigantic, big, fat, gray spider. And as I looked around, there were just more and more of these fucking spiders everywhere. And this is when I actually developed arachnophobia at the same time, was because of this. I was like, oh my God, these things are huge, and I am terrified. And so I've been, that's when it started. But we found this little kitten, at this food spot, and my dad was like, we're going to take it home with us. So, we drove home with it when we left, and we had this cat. And once we got that cat, all of a sudden, every year, I've had those big, fat, gray spiders on my house. They were not here before, but they were here once we brought the cat. And I'm sure you guys have seen some of them. They make the gigantic spider webs. They're out at the shed. They're out on my porch. They're, everywhere. And so I'm legitimately terrified of them. So I would take a lot of precautions to not let them get into the front of the house because, they're huge and awful. And they scare the shit out of me. But, so since then, every few weeks, months, something, I have a dream that, I am somewhere in my house, some house, and these spiders just start appearing. I'll look up and I'll see one, and then all of a sudden I'll look around and they're fucking everywhere. And next thing you know, in the dream, I'm hunkered down on the floor, pretty much crying. And one time, I was on the top bunk of a bunk bed, and I woke up and there were a bunch of them inches from my face. And so this happens every couple months. Freaks the fuck out of me every single time.
Wait,
He also shakes and stuff. I have to wake him up.
the bunk bed thing, was that real?
No, that was
a dream.
No, the spiders in no way have actually done anything in a nefarious or
Yeah, no, they have. They followed you home.
Yes,
and
they
now
did
they
do that.
haunt you
They did
every
do that.
year. That's real.
for more than 20 years. It's pretty intense. And they're a type of orb weaver spider. I've looked it up, and
Dude, golden orbs are the first spider I saw when I was a kid on my grandmother's hill, where I was like, holy shit, look at the size of that spider. And then all of a sudden my eyes started focusing in, and I realized they were everywhere around me. And it was terrifying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the exact same thing that happened to me. It's why I have arachnophobia. Really fucking hate spiders.
He once left me in a moving car because of a spider.
I popped that bitch in neutral and jumped out the driver's door.
I have a friend that swerved off the road into a tree because there was a spider that dropped down from his rearview mirror. And he just went, nope, and then just crashed his car immediately.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he will listen to this episode. And what's up, Justin? Love you, buddy.
Dude, one time I had a bat in my car while I was driving. I didn't know what it was. I saw something streak across my rear view mirror, and I was like, must have been a bird out the back of my car or something. And all of a sudden, in a movie, comical setting, I see something black streak across the mirror again. I'm like, what the fuck was that? But I'm driving, so I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't see anything. And so I'm driving, and then I look over, and on my dashboard over the driver's side is a fucking bat.
Passenger side,
Sorry, is a bat. And he's staring right at me, just sitting there. And I was like, fuck, what do I do? There's a bat, and I'm kind of close to home. I'm 4 minutes from my house, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Okay, I'll get home, and I'll just roll the windows down or open the doors and just leave the car. And it'll be okay as long as I can see the bat. Then I'm fine, right? And then I know he's not coming at me. So I was like, okay, conscious decision. I don't want to look him in his eyes. I got to drive. So I picked up my phone, turned on the camera, and kept him in view so that I could, not make eye contact with him and piss him off, turn him into a real life vampire who kills me or something. And I was like, okay, so as long as he's there, we got this buffer of my phone. I'm driving, and I'm getting a little closer to home. I look over, and he's not in the camera lens anymore. So I put the phone down, still driving like an idiot instead of stopping, and he's not on the dashboard. And all of a sudden I felt little fucking something crawling into my collar on the back of my shirt because I was wearing a dress shirt. Dude, I fucking lost it. Slammed on the brakes, ran out of the car. I'm out in the street ripping my fucking shirts off. And the bat was like gone. I never seen him. Never saw him. I'll try not to act like a hillbilly. Never saw him again. And yeah, that was fucking terrifying. That picture is actually up on my Instagram, way back in the early days.
Those are one of the few. Yeah, anytime I've encountered a bat, I've immediately dropped to my belly and left the room as quick as possible. Every time. You can ask Bree, you can ask my friend Collie, and you can ask Arlo, because he watched me break down 2 years ago and just cry at like 1 a.m. as I screamed at this bat, and I was like, can't you leave? I need to fucking sleep.
The bat's like, can I leave? I'd really like to go fucking eat.
I had the windows open and everything. He just kept hiding behind the curtain, and I'm like, it's right there. You're out the window.
Close, dude. Yeah, it's terrible. We used to have bats come into the house. This is now a National Geographic podcast.
Yeah.
I know.
Deep dive on bats.
This has turned into your deepest fears.
Okay, I'll save the bat stories for another
What
time.
goes bump in the night?
Oh, maybe we'll find out in today's episode.
Ba, ba, ba.
Bonnie, where were you?
Those stupid popos kept me at the barracks forever, man.
What did
I think
you
I'm
say?
going to juvie. I think they think I killed her, which is really crazy, because, like, I could kill somebody.
We didn't even see her after she said she was going to go
I
home.
know, but her flashlight was in the water, and there was that big splash, and I don't know, man.
She could have just dropped it.
I don't know, man. The cops don't think that I'm innocent, it seems. And they took a big chunk of the cookie selling day. So if we could just not talk about it and get Maxwell and just sell some cookies.
Okay, yeah, my sales are down.
Yeah, let's go sell cookies.
Okay, you circle around with Maxwell. Do you take Biggles Bridge, or do you take the wooden log bridge across the creek?
I
Log,
think
right?
we always take the log.
Yeah.
I think the road is like a not option for us.
It's mostly a car bridge.
Yeah, our parents don't like us up there.
Okay.
Although I am spooked by going over this bridge right now.
Yeah,
Because of last night.
Give me a toughness check of 4, both of you.
A 1, a 3, and a 4.
Oh, a toughness? I should have 3. 2 2s and a 5.
Okay, you both get over the bridge without too much trauma.
Okay, we don't see like Samantha's shoe floating, stuck on the rocks.
Chunk of her hair.
Yeah,
Nope.
nothing horrifying. Good.
Floating body.
On we go to Maxwell. Well, do you want to investigate around the statue?
We might be able to see more that it's daylight now.
Yeah, on our way through, I think we look at the statue area and the surrounding areas.
Okay, and what are you looking for?
Alien stuff. I'm just looking for stuff that looks unearthly.
Both of you make a skills check for me of a 5.
I got a 5.
A 6, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. As you guys are rifling around, you both pretty much at the same time bump hands as you see something shiny pick up the glint of the sun. And you find it's a small piece of warm metal. It's warm to the touch.
Oh, this is weird.
This definitely came from space.
Yeah, I know the sun's not even out. Metal shouldn't just be warm in general.
We should show this to Max. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll know about it.
Yeah, let's go. And we scurry on off to Max's house.
Oh, hey guys, good. You're finally here. Okay, come inside.
Yeah, we have something crazy to show you.
Okay, I have something really cool to show you first. And I hand them each a two-way radio. I went to Wazo World Emporium, and I have decided there's too much stuff that happened in the last 12 hours that we need to be able to get in touch with each other no matter what. So these are good for easily around town, and you hit that button, and it makes the call, and then we always stay on this channel, and that way we can get a hold of each other so we can always talk, because last night was crazy.
Yeah, that was awful. That was a good idea, Max. These are really smart.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah.
So on our way here, we looked around the statue, and we found this weird metal. Look how warm it is.
Wow, That's really weird. Why?
I know.
Was it sitting in the sun?
No, the sun's not even out today.
That's crazy.
I think it's part of that thing that hit the statue.
Did you keep it in your pocket? Wait, how big is it?
Yes.
It's probably like a handful, right? Like you said, it was a piece.
Yeah, it's a piece. It's like no bigger than an inch in any direction.
Oh,
I was picturing like a frisbee shape.
No, it's small. It looks like, well, I won't tell you.
What does it look like? I want to roll to see what it looks like. I would have looked at it.
Mm-hmm. It's a 6 for you.
For a skill?
Yes.
It's a 6.
It looks like it definitely got broken off of something. It looks like a corner.
It looks like the corner of something.
Do you think it's from the statue?
No, definitely not. That's made of some kind of stone.
Oh.
This is definitely metal. GM, you were going to continue telling me what I saw, but I cut you off.
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
Incorrect.
I could get more out of him.
Maybe we should go
You
back
can't.
and start searching around that area for more pieces. If there's one piece, maybe there's more.
Yeah, let's go the long way, though, and sell some cookies.
Has Maxwell ever owned an RC car?
I have the one from the Toy Story movie. Like
Okay.
the Fisher-Price one. I actually have 2 of those in a box at my house from when I was a kid that I plan on fixing.
Fantastic.
They've been in that box for 8 months now.
Cool.
But I'll get there at some point.
You make me a skill check of a 6 as well. And you can use your researcher die for that.
All right. Bummer. 2, 3, 4, 4.
Rough. Okay. Disregard my inquiry. And the way that money and stuff works in this world is you actually can spend your cookie money.
Okay.
And walkie-talkies are an item in here.
Oh, I just used my parents' emergency credit card because this is an emergency.
Okay. We will put it at, from here on out, your credit card's probably maxed at the moment, more than you want to spend.
Just like my name.
That's right. Maxing out, credit cards, Maxwell. Okay, so mark down walkie-talkies. I'll give you all 3.
In our inventory?
Yep, so you each can have one.
What channel are we on?
6.
6.
6.9.
I knew it.
Yep.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about it. I
We're
was just
kids, we don't get it.
We don't get it.
I didn't get it when I said it, but now I get it. That was great.
Maybe you heard some high schoolers say it and giggle, and now you think it's funny, but you don't know why.
I just,
69's the funniest number.
Okay, so this is going to take up 1 weight, and your carrying capacity is twice your toughness score.
so I'm full up. Because my toughness is 2. So I have the Swiss Army knife and a 2-way radio, and that's it.
Well, mine
So
is...
it's twice your toughness score. Your toughness is 2?
Nope, my toughness is 1.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You are at your limit.
I can carry 6 things, so if you have other stuff, I can
So
carry.
can I.
Okay. And you guys have the wagon, which will allow you to carry
Here's this
10.
frog
things.
I found, and my favorite Matchbox car, and I like this CD. It's Kids Bop's.
Do you like Kids Bop?
Well,
You gotta get the real ones. Get the Now CDs. They're so much better.
I'm not allowed to listen to that stuff.
But they don't even swear. They're all edited. Plus, your parents won't even know.
Oh, well, they'll see it. All of everything I get is on their car.
Well, yeah, but we have Cookie Cash.
Oh, there is Cookie Cash.
You can spend your Cookie Cash. It's just not a great idea.
We
but
should
if you
get
really
ice cream
need it-
more often because I'm not allowed to get a lot of ice cream. But if I'm using this Cookie Cash and it's untraceable, ice cream time.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get some ice cream later. It's been a really tough weekend.
My favorite place is right at the top of Main Street,
Yum. Mine too.
or I guess Bleecker Street. Bleak Street. Ooh, what's Bleecker Street? Is that a
That's
Sherlock
where-
Holmes?
Isn't
thing?
that
Sherlock Holmes lives.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Anyway.
Okay. Let's do a cookie sales check for your next 4 hours.
Okay.
Tell me, what part of the map are you guys going to try to
Maybe-
sell cookies at?
I was thinking that we would go this way to go back to investigating here, but if we're going to get ice cream, maybe we go bloop, bloop, bloop. So we could hit all these houses and then hit the ice cream joint at
Okay.
the end of the shift.
Okay, let's do a cookie check. It is your charm.
Nice.
It is a 5 or higher. A 6 will get you 2 boxes sold.
I only got 1 5.
I got 1 5.
Vivian sold no cookies.
Okay,
Ooh, that's a first.
that is. So, Bonnie and Maxwell, you each sell 1 box of cookies, so add another $5 to your total. And since you guys are swinging down around that way, on your way down to the end of Bleak Street near Bob's junk and stuff, but mostly junk, when you get down to the end of Bleak Street, it's like the first time that you guys notice the house at the end of the road at all. You know it's been there, so it's not like it just popped up, but it's the first time ever that it's gotten your attention. It has one big red X now across the front door in tape. It's like taped off. 1212 Junk Street. It's technically on Junk Street, but it's at the end of Bleak Street. It looks abandoned, and it's quite creepy looking.
Do we know anything about it? Or it's not like, kind of infamously run down or condemned or anything?
No, so this is the first time you've really even ever thought about this house or heard anything. You just don't remember it ever coming up.
Vivian, have you ever even noticed that house right there?
Well, I don't really like to come down this way, so not really.
Me either. That's weird. I've never even noticed it.
I noticed it when I was sneaking around the junk and stuff, checking out for the mob the other... Maybe that spooky house is where the mob actually is and they're not in the junkyard.
It's got a big red X on it. I bet someone died in there.
Oh, I just thought it meant the mob is here. Or not
like
here.
An X marks the spot. Maybe that's where they keep their treasure.
You know what? That seems kind of silly, though, because don't the mob not want you to know where they are?
Maybe it's their treasure.
Oh.
X marks the spot. It's like a map. Should we go check it out? What if there's $1 million in there?
I would really like $1 million.
You gonna steal it from the mob, though?
Well, I mean, they probably don't get it through legit. I'm going to stop focusing on that train of thought. I think just yes, we should check that out.
Oh, we'll knock on the door. Maybe they'll want to buy some cookies.
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay.
What do you think you really think the big X means?
I don't know what it
Treasures
means.
Here? I don't either.
It probably doesn't mean people are in, but I'm still going to knock because I'm polite. And I don't want to just be breaking and entering. We did that to the old Vivian's house, and we weren't supposed to. And then we had to kill her, kinda.
We kind of, robbed and murdered her.
We did kind of sick death on her.
Oh, that puts it all in a very different perspective than I had before.
Yeah, our adulthoods are gonna be difficult.
I don't think we're children anymore. I think we're adults now.
I can feel my mental health dying.
Do you think this is why the police were asking us about Samantha? They are aware that we had old Vivian murdered by death? Wait, can death be the murderer? This is very confusing to a 12-year-old brain.
I'm confused. Anyway, I'm gonna knock on this door now.
Okay, so do you read the X that's across the door?
Do I read it? It's just an X. Is there a sign on the door? Like a condemned sign or something?
Yes, it says condemned, and it says to be demolished by Freeman's Construction. But there's no answer on the door.
It says it's gonna be demolished.
Oh. Well, there's no one here to buy our cookies then.
Are Maxwell and Vivian, are you guys on the front porch, or are you...
Yeah, we would have followed her.
Okay.
I don't know why I want to go in here so bad.
Well, it's not like we're breaking and entering because no one lives here.
Look, that window over there is already broken. So really, we're just entering.
Yeah, but there's glass there. We don't want to, we could get cut.
I have a first aid kit.
As you guys are looking at the broken window, you see what looks like the outline of a woman in the window.
I duck down. Guys, there's someone in there.
I duck as well.
We just knocked.
Well, maybe she ignored it.
Wow.
There's a lady in there.
All of you roll a toughness check of 6.
No.
I forgot what color I rolled, but there's no 6 in here, so we should be good.
Okay.
I gotta pay better attention to that.
Okay. As you guys duck, the woman that you see gets a little bit more clear, and she's got super long dark hair, very pale skin. She's wearing a off-colored white gown, and in a flash she rushes towards the window that you guys are down below the front door, so you can see her through it. and then stays there for a moment. She mouths something and then disappears.
Guys, I think that was a ghost.
That was definitely a ghost.
That was really an angry ghost.
Is there a wedding in there?
I don't know. I'm real freaked out right now. More freaked out than I was with the cops.
You know that last part when she, like, disappeared?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if I blinked. Did you all blink at the same time as I did? Please say yes.
I don't know, man. Yeah, sure. If that makes us feel better.
Makes me feel better.
We were all blinking, and then she walked away.
I really want to run away from the house now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
And something crashes inside the house.
Oh my god,
Oh,
let's
God.
go.
This is haunted as fuck.
Yeah, bye. Run.
Sorry. I didn't mean to swear again. It's getting to be a really bad habit.
I think that was the perfect situation to use those words.
That was really scary.
Yeah, that was scary as all heck.
Okay, let's go sell cookies to someone alive.
Sell cookies. Let's go get an ice cream and settle our nerves. That was crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought we were going to check out the garden on our way to the ice cream place.
We were going to do a whole bunch of things before Ghost Loud Noise.
Yeah. I'm going to peek in the window one last time. Just
After you ran away, you're going to go back?
No, you're right. We ran away. We're already away. Player me is very interested in what
Player
it is.
me really wants to
Yeah.
scout this whole thing out, but my character specifically, it's like, no, toughness of 1 because of fear, so no.
I'm very tough, but I don't know. Being an 11 or 10-year-old or whatever, 11, I'd be pretty fucking scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's why you guys don't sell many cookies in this time period, because you book it over to the ice cream shop, which has no line. There is nobody at it. However, there is a line of people down the street around the corner from Main Street onto Blank Street, leading into the Brain Freeze juice bar.
Ew, who wants juice over ice cream?
All those weird fatty, FADDY, like the adults that are into fads. All those people.
Yeah.
Small minds. Ice cream's so much better than that.
Way better. And better for you.
You hear a kid walk by. He goes, I feel so smart after this. And 2 for 1s, you gotta try this brain juice, bro.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, I don't even know you.
Oh, who are you talking to?
My buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see him there.
2 for 1 brain juices, bro.
What the heck is that?
You haven't heard of brain juice?
No.
You drink it, it's a juice, and man, you're smarter.
Is there pulp in it?
Does it taste like ice cream?
It's better than ice cream. And no, there's no pulp in brain juice.
Is it somebody's brain juice? Because
I don't care if it's Albert Einstein's brain juice. I am definitely smarter.
Okay.
What's 1,000 times 2? Oh, shit.
2,000.
Sorry,
Bro,
guys.
Bro, I told you, twice as smart
That
if
is
I ever
really
was.
smart.
I'm not good on the spot with math. I'm not good at any point with math. I'm sorry.
Maybe you can be.
You could be if you drank some brain juice. Like I said, 2 for 1s.
I want ice cream.
Yeah, we're gonna get ice cream first. And then maybe again after if the juice doesn't taste good.
You want to get that stuff? It looks gross.
All right, bye, children.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were a
Bye.
fellow
Thanks for the
child.
advice.
I am a child,
Oh,
but
bye.
you guys are really kids getting ice cream over brain juice.
Wow. Really condescending, man. Go be an adult, I guess.
I know what that word means now that I've drank in my brain juice.
Well, I know it without it, and I'm eating ice cream.
Think about all the words you could know if you did drink the brain juice.
I'm gonna lean into Vivian and whisper to her. This guy seems like he should be really dumb, but he knew 1,000 times 2.
He's awful pushy, though. I don't like people telling me what to do. I'm not going to get brain juice just because he says so.
That is a good point. I am having a hard time coming up with something better than that.
Him and his friend just punch each other in the arms as they walk down the streets. As kids do, I guess. I forgot what it was like to be a kid. But they do stuff. And they the one kid rips the top off his brain juice and just pours it into his mouth to the point where it leaks out his cheeks and down onto his shirt.
It leaks out of his cheeks?
No,
Does he have
like-
holes in them?
No, his mouth gets so full it leaks out of his mouth and down his cheeks.
It's going through his body so fast, it's already leaking out his cheeks. Would you say that he is drinking it this quickly out of joy or out of an almost unwanted need of consumption?
Some might say that. But should they? Who's to tell?
Something's in the juice.
If those guys got that smart, imagine how smart we could be.
You want to stand in this line? There's no
Maxwell.
line for ice cream.
Maxwell comes back with a very large chocolate ice cream scone.
Scone?
Oh, yeah.
You got
Oh.
It's
scones?
a new thing.
I didn't know they sold scones
A large
here.
chocolate ice cream cone with sprinkles on it. And he's just like, guys, you want to talk about smarter? I just waited for 30 seconds and got one of the best treats I've had in a long time. That's smart.
That's true.
And Max knows his business.
I mean, I told you I wasn't going to not get the ice cream.
You know what's even better? Didn't spend my money. That was ice cream money. Wait, did I just spend our profits?
You spent your profits.
Perfect.
Subtract $5.
$5?
It's 2023, bro. $5 for an ice cream. That's a running price.
Definitely not. You gotta go to King Cone in Pittsfield.
You think today it's still $5?
I went there like last year, the year before, and it was I was shocked at how reasonable the prices were for the amount of ice cream you get as well. Like a large is like a foot and a half. I mean, it's like legit 18 inches tall. It's
Okay.
impossibly
But
large.
we're also children, so
This-
we don't
and
understand
This is a fantasy world.
pricing.
Yeah.
And, it
And maybe
seems
they're
weird
in
to
a
be like,
recession.
subtract $3.79 plus tax from your thing. Then we'd have to get into what the tax rate is in the town of Kleinville, what state it's in.
I was thinking like Ohio, not Ohio, like
Illinois.
like a Midwestern state.
yeah, definitely.
Anyways, your ice cream is $5. At this point, you guys see somebody holding a brain juice walks up to this outdoor chalkboard, and you see him look at it for a moment, and then they pick up a stray piece of chalk, and they begin writing frantically across it. And at the end, they go, yeah, that's right. And they write an answer down, circle it. And it looks, for all intents and purposes, like they just solved whatever was on this chalkboard.
So our town just has a chalkboard.
Yep.
Just outside.
Street
in the...
chalkboard.
Okay.
It's probably
for-
one of those like sandwich boards for advertising, and they just went and scribbled on it anyway.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Guys, I think I'm going to try the juice. You don't have to wait for me, but I'm going to get the juice. I'm going to sell some cookies in this line, too, in case other people don't like juice that much.
I agree with the second part, but I really don't think you should drink that juice. It seems
I'm drinking it, man.
these people don't seem normal.
This town isn't normal. We've seen a ghost. Our friend might have died.
Well,
Vivian almost died. That old lady Vivian definitely died.
you guys have lived here a lot longer than I have. Are you saying that's not normal?
Not that I've experienced.
It's not that normal, but it's normal lately. So whatever, I'm just gonna get this juice. I didn't even remember this juice bar being here.
What?
I only remember ice cream, not the surrounding snacks.
It did just
Fair.
open.
Fair. This is starting to feel a lot like the Twilight Zone.
I haven't seen that show.
It's really old.
Oh, I don't like old things.
It was one of the only ones I was able to watch before I found my birthday was my parents' password because it was on this old movie channel, so they didn't care if I watched stuff on it.
Oh.
If it's black and white, it's probably not scary anymore.
I guess.
Are you guys in line?
Yes.
Okay.
At the juice bar.
Two people walk by, and they speak a language that you guys have no real clue what they're saying. The one lady goes, "Wow, I didn't know I knew Mandarin before this."
Speaking of Mandarin, would you like to buy some of these delicious cookies? I hear it's a very smart thing to do. And I elbow Bonnie and Vivian, like, watch what's going to happen.
Okay, make a charm of 6.
335.
I'm sorry, I cannot eat cookies anymore. I think it's brain juice from here on out. This has expanded my mind. And she walks away.
Well, that was strange.
That was strange.
And you want to drink this stuff that's making everyone seem just a little off.
But what if they're really smarter? That lady was speaking some language.
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I hear that if you know what it's made out of, then you know that it's safe. And since there's no ingredients on the cups everyone has, we should just sneak into the back and see what they're putting into this. And then we'll know it's A-okay. But don't ask them, because something seems weird.
Okay, but I don't want to lose my place in line, so maybe you and Vivian should go.
Viv, you want to go check
it
this out? I think we should investigate. This
I'm
seems
not drinking
weird.
that juice.
Me neither. If you seem weird, we're going to tell your dad why.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean that. I
Yeah,
mean, I
don't
value
tell
our
my dad.
friendship, but Dougie Doug was really nice last night. I mean,
My dad
your
was
dad.
nice.
He's pretty cool.
He's so scary.
He dropped me off and he said, "Have a good night," and that was pretty cool
Yeah, I guess.
for a
That's
dad.
like the bare minimum,
Yeah.
Max.
Oh,
Well,
I don't see my parents very often.
he was really angry, so it's crazy that he said anything, really.
Yeah, and the vein was slowly going away.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Next, please.
Is that me? Oh, yeah, that's
Sit at the
me.
counter. What
What's
can I
in
do
the
for
brain
you?
juice? What
It
does
is a
it
secret
mean?
recipe.
Yeah, but I have food allergies, so what is it? What's in this?
It is a proprietary blend of 11 herbs and fruits and vegetables, all things with many antioxidants.
What are oxidants, and why don't I want them?
You don't want them. They run through your body, and they are not good.
Not good, you
Do you want the
say.
brain juice or not? The line is out the door.
How much is a little brain juice?
$5.
$5? Okay.
It's 2 for 1.
Okay, I'll get two. I only want one. My friends don't want any. Do you want some?
He fills up 2.
we're
I
not-
don't know what. Here, these are for
Okay,
you.
now I have 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Go
well,
drink them. Goodbye.
We walk out of line.
Next.
We were already scooting
not
around.
getting-
Yeah,
Oh,
we're not there.
okay,
We were
I'll
going
just
around
have
back.
2 of these, I guess. I'll sit on the bench and wait for my friends to come back.
The two of you skirted around the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You find a very large, solidly locked metal door.
Are there any windows?
No windows. It's like a brick building.
Okay. I would like to pull out my Swiss Army knife
Okay.
and find. I'm going to pull out the toothpick.
Okay.
Try to pick this lock.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a 6, and it's going to be a skill.
All right. 1, 4, 5.
Okay. Which little piece of your Swiss Army knife did you pull out?
The toothpick.
It snaps in the lock.
Well,
I don't think that worked.
no. You should shoot at it with your slingshot. Maybe, I mean, it looks pretty old. Maybe you can break it. Do you
Well,
have like a steel
actually-
ball bearing?
I actually have the sleuthing badge, and so I could probably figure out how to get this open or some clues at least.
Oh, well, I wish I hadn't jumped on it so quickly. I might still have my toothpick, because sometimes I get kale in my teeth.
Yeah, that's sad that you lost it in the lock. I don't think you're getting it back.
Maybe I could still use the thick part. Oh, probably not. Yeah. Well, what do you... yeah, check it out. What do you think about the lock?
Can I, like...
Okay, what's your sleuth badge do for
It
you?
gives me a plus die to related. So if I were to... I don't know, a skill to, like, determine something, like, I don't know, a clue.
Okay.
Alternate ways.
Yeah, give me a skill check of 6.
6, 5, and a 1.
Okay. So you know by researching it. Do you have an older sibling?
I probably have an older brother.
Okay. Would he be college age?
Probably, like, late teens, like 17.
Okay. You remember him showing you on a door similar to this one time that you can in fact open these if you have a very sturdy credit card.
Oh. Okay.
And you just have to do it right. However,
Okay.
you've never actually tried it. But you're pretty sure if given the right tools, maybe you could get this bad boy open.
Okay. You know, it's funny. My older brother Andy showed me how to pick a lock with a credit card. You have your parents' credit card, right?
Oh, yeah, and even better, it's an actual platinum card. Made of platinum, which I think is kind of weird. But yeah, it's super sturdy. Here.
Okay. Let me see if I can replicate what my brother showed me. Should I do another skill roll?
Yes, so she has your credit card now. Skill, yep. Give me a 5 because you have an idea how to get open.
No.
Your credit card snaps in half and walk.
No.
Well, it was maxed out, so probably for the better.
Sorry.
I'll just email them and they'll get it in like 7 business days.
I thought I could do it.
It's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Well, that's not gonna work, so...
No. Hey, I got a quick idea. And I look over at the dumpster and I slide the side panel out and I just kind of poke my head in there and see if I see anything weird.
Make a toughness check of 4 for me.
Oh no. 6.
Okay. You slide this open.
Yeah.
And with reflexes that you didn't know you had, you dodge a raccoon that comes flying out of the dumpster directly at you. And it hits the ground and scurries away. It's a live raccoon, and it runs away.
I think I just saved a raccoon.
And in fact, you saw it run away with a ball of paper in its mouth.
That was so weird. I wonder what... I carefully look in there to make sure there are no other raccoons that might get me in the face. I feel like, I wonder what else is in there.
Okay. And looking in the dumpster, there's a bunch of boxes. It's really kind of gross because it's, food stuff. There's some kale ends and some leek bits and some other stuff. But you find one bill that's been kind of ripped in half. And the name on it is Joyce Ryder, MD. That's the only thing that makes sense on this bill. And it gives an address on Strock Street.
All right.
Bonnie, you're sitting out front. Have you drank in any of this brain juice yet?
No, I'm waiting for my friends. They were going to find out what was in it.
All right. I'm going to pull my head out. Vivian, I found this, I found some information. But I'll be honest, it doesn't look like much. And it's just really stinky in there. And, yeah, the door probably would have been a better idea.
I mean, that was the trash that you were looking at.
Yep.
And that's what you found. So I guess the raccoon had something in its mouth, though. What was that about?
I'm not sure. It looked like a balled up piece of paper or something. Did you see which way? You know what? Maybe we should go get Bonnie and then try to find the raccoon.
Yeah, let's meet up with her, but she should not drink that juice, I think.
I don't think so either, but I really can't find a reason why, because there was nothing crazy in the dumpster. And this letter doesn't seem nefarious, but I mean, I agree. I don't think she should.
What did the letter say?
It just has a woman's name, or it might be a man. I don't really know. I've never met anyone named Joyce, but it says Joyce Ryder, MD, which normally stands for medical doctor, but I'm not sure if it does. And then there is an address as well.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go find Bonnie.
I will read the address later when it's important because I forgot to remember it.
It was something on Strock Street.
Yeah.
Strock Street.
Was all he said.
Vivian and Bonnie, you actually know Dr. Ryder lives here. So she lives across the street from you guys.
Oh,
You would have known that was our street too, yeah, probably.
He may. Who knows?
Yeah. I like to think that Bonnie was handed these juices in an awkward way that she's stuck holding them because there's 2 of them and I only have 2 hands. And there's also no caps on them and they're cheap plastic, so if you squeeze them at all, they're just going to dump juice out of the top. So that's why I sat on the bench and waited, because I couldn't walk anywhere without dumping them everywhere.
Oh, hey, Bonnie, you could put those down.
I don't have the hands to move correctly to not dump them everywhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you guys take one of these so I can move my hand?
Let me grab this
Thank
one.
you.
And then I
Thanks.
accidentally drop it on just clumsily.
Oh,
God.
God.
Boom.
That was exactly what I was trying to avoid.
Oh.
But okay, this stuff smells weird. What does it smell like?
It smells like apples.
Pineapple. Oh, I was thinking
Apple and pineapple. Pineapple apple.
Pineapple.
Cranberry
apple.
pineapple
It's
apple.
pineapple flavored.
Sounds gross.
Did you figure anything out?
I figured out there might be a pretty healthy raccoon population in the area. And speaking of raccoons, we gotta go chase that one because we think it had evidence.
Okay, well, I can't chase anything with this cup in my hand.
Set it down and,
I
let's
slug
go.
it down.
Oh, shit.
Okay. You slug it. And
Oh, no.
as soon as you finish, your brain feels like it is open in ways that it has never been open before.
This is what drugs is. This is what drugs is.
You start to have thoughts about the universe and life that you've never thought.
I think I'm losing my
before.
childhood as we speak.
It'll be okay. And I take her arm and I kind of nod toward Vivian to grab the other one.
Okay.
We should probably get her out of this heat.
You do not feel like you need help. In fact, for the next hour, you're going to take a +4 dice to any skill check that requires puzzle solving or recall facts.
Okay. Do I have to track the hour, or will you?
I will tell you when it's
Oh,
over.
thank God. Okay. Guys, I'm good. I feel great. This stuff is really disgusting, but my brain feels bigger.
I don't know. You might have forgotten, but in your little ramblings there, you just said something about losing your childhood, and that was kind of nerve-wracking.
My mind is opened now to bigger concepts.
I still feel like you shouldn't have drank that.
I probably shouldn't have, but you know what? I feel great about it now.
I think that's what people on substances say.
Well, I'm just gonna say you should totally try the substance.
Okay, well, if you're that much smarter, where did that raccoon go earlier?
I bet up a tree.
Well,
That was,
I don't know where raccoons go, I don't
that was
know.
a smart guess. That was a smart guess.
do you go look for tracks, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. Where? Show me where it was.
It's over by this dumpster.
Okay. And I roll a +4.
Yes, so you're going to
To
take
what? Skill,
4
probably?
skill. Yep.
Okay.
So whatever your skill is, take an additional 4 dice. And it's going to be at a 4 is the check.
Okay, I got a 6. And another 6. The rest were all 1s.
You know, like when you play role-playing games and you have like one mission. Let's say Skyrim's a perfect example, and so you're going to like that pin point. Then you go, you're like, oh, I'll stop over here real
I'll
quick,
stop at
and
this
all of a
cave.
sudden another one opens up. Yeah, I feel like if we were to go to like our mission list in our menu right now, we've got like 5 or
Yeah.
6 open,
Yeah.
and it's just like, shit, did not mean to make this happen.
It's just all over the place. I get stuck in the caves in Skyrim. They're my favorite part.
The caves can be fun.
Bonnie,
Yeah.
you are able to follow the tracks of the raccoon, and it runs down the alleyway.
It went this way.
We definitely have to go find it.
Yes, and it runs further down the alleyway away from Main Street, and then you are able to follow the tracks past Paulo's Paints and Crafts, and even across the street, and you are able to follow the tracks all the way to Pickle Park.
This raccoon got really far.
It's a nice walk, though.
Yeah, the park's really nice today.
Bonnie, you are tracking really well, I have to say.
Thank you. I'm like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
Do you have a tracking badge?
I don't.
That's wild. We should get you one. Vivian and I will. Wait, is that? Can we like
We'll talk to
suggest
Mrs.
to Miss
Beans.
Beans that happens? Is it Miss or Mrs.? I keep calling her Miss Beans, but
I don't know the difference. I just say whatever I say.
I think one means you're.
Old?
I was gonna say old, but I didn't want to be mean.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause
She is
people
old.
call us Miss, and we're young, so like,
It must be
That
age, so
makes
she
sense,
must be
right?
Mrs. Beans.
yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes it's just hard to add the extra is's sound, so you just kind of lazily say Ms. and move on. But I think maybe Mrs. is right.
Mrs. sounds right. Mrs. Beans.
Mrs. Beans. Yeah, that's a good amount of
Oh.
syllables.
Did you guys realize where we are?
Yes, we are in Pickle Park, but it's daytime.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like early evening probably,
That's good about
right?
to ask.
Because we didn't get out of the cat place till noonish, and then...
We sold cookies.
Yep, and cookies takes
probably
4
like
hours,
4 or
so
5.
you're somewhere around. Yeah, you're probably between 4 and 5 right now.
All right, we should be careful how long we follow these. We don't get. I mean, I know I told the other troop that I was the Pickle Park Murderer, but I'm
But
not
yeah, I
really.
didn't think you were. That didn't make any sense.
No, I'm not. I was just trying to scare them.
Yeah.
Well, there's safety in numbers, so we should be fine as a group.
And we have like 2 hours before sunset. Maybe 3. I don't know. I don't
Alright.
really pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, let's find this raccoon.
Alright, I'm gonna keep tracking him.
Yeah, keep that brain juice flowing. Well, I guess not flowing because you already drank it, but moving, rotating.
Yeah, you shouldn't have dumped out that other one.
Nah, I think that was a good choice.
I don't know. It tasted like butts, but it was really cool.
Well, I'm really nervous what happens later. You know,
When we're old.
no, once once the benefits wear off. Most substances are addictive because once it wears off, you needed to have it again to be whatever. So in this case, smart. So I'm just worried about you.
Why do you know so much about this?
I watch a lot of documentaries.
Oh.
I've traveled a lot.
Oh. Do you hang out with a lot of drug addicts?
No.
Oh. That's good.
We have lived in some impoverished neighborhoods at times.
I didn't expect that from your family, I guess.
Well, by we, I mean me, because it was kind of a situation. This one time, it was kind of like what happened with the Blossoms. They didn't really check all the details, and in the house they sent me to, they didn't search the right spot, but it was okay. I just kind of told them what was happening, and they got me a new spot. It just took a couple weeks, and I saw a lot, and I feel like I grew up a lot in those 2 weeks.
That sounds really scary.
You have such a dark backstory.
Yeah. What do your parents do?
They travel for business, I think.
Oh.
You guys hear a snap in the woods.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
It was probably that raccoon.
I can get with my slingshot.
Oh, you're gonna hurt the raccoon?
Well, just stun it, you know? It's
Okay.
big. If I use a small rock, it's not gonna kill it.
Okay.
Try to hone in on the direction of the snapping.
Okay, you see some bushes rustling up ahead.
Let's surround the bushes,
Okay.
and then Vivian will shoot into the bushes to try to scare her out, and then we can grab the paper.
What paper? What are we doing here? Why are we chasing this raccoon?
Oh, is that
had
juice wearing
evidence.
off?
Oh. I just don't remember why we were doing this.
Because of the evidence of, the raccoon had paper, and it came from the dumpster,
okay.
and I don't know. It was just our first potential clue. We're not even really sure if it's a real clue, but it's the closest we've gotten so far to figuring out what's in the juice.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Let's surround the bushes.
And I'll
Okay.
get old Sling out.
Got old Sling out. Everybody make a toughness check of 4.
Two.
I got
Two fours and a 2.
Oh. Almost.
You got a 6?
Yeah, I got 2 4s and a 6.
And you got a 4?
2 4s and a 2.
Okay. And I said 4, right?
Yeah.
About to get fucked up by this raccoon.
Maxwell, you get freaked out. You see the bush start rustling, like, quite a bit. And you're fairly certain that you know this raccoon is going to jump out towards you, which sends you running from the bush into Pickle Park.
Maxwell, come back!
No,
This
really?
was your idea!
Yeah, I gotta go.
The raccoon
go?
busts out of the bush between Vivian and Bonnie.
Does it have the paper in its mouth?
You don't see it, but it's like a split second. Like, he's right there. What do you do?
Can I shoot him with my slingshot?
Sure. Toughness of a 5.
I got a 6.
I don't know if raccoons throw up, but you hit him in the side with your slingshot, and he goes, "Ugh," and he barfs up this ball of paper and then runs off into the woods.
Perfect. Got him right in the stomach.
Gross.
Maxwell, you're a little deeper in Pickle Park. It's a little dark in here. It's still March, and you run for a while when you come across some footsteps or some footprints in the mud, and they're leading just like a little further into this dense part of the forest. And all of a sudden, a large girl comes out of the bushes next to you.
Like from where the tracks are emanating from?
Yeah, pretty much in the same spot.
As though they are following the tracks, or they are where the tracks stopped?
She's coming out where the tracks had went in to the
Okay.
bushes.
I'm going to... she has seen me? We've made eye contact, or do I have a chance to hide?
She sees you as soon as she comes out.
Hey,
Hey, twerp.
I'm going to immediately reach for my radio.
Hey.
This is a direct connection to the police, and I'm going to use it to call for help. I've been on the lookout because the police sent me for the murderer, and you look a lot like the Pickle Park Murderer.
I look like the Pickle Park Murderer?
Well, for all I know, because no one knows what they look like, and it could be you, and you just came at me aggressively in that tone of voice.
I'm dressed in a Troop 256 sash and Brave Blossom.
You are way too big to be in a Brave Blossoms.
I don't think there's a size limit.
Well, you know, age-wise, you're so old.
I'm 12.
Oh, I'm 12. Boy, 12 comes in all shapes and sizes.
She is noticeably larger than you.
Yeah.
You're in Brave Blossoms too, huh?
Yeah. Can't you see my uniform?
Is that Troop 626?
I'll be honest. There's so many numbers going around with these troops. I just associate with you. You're either in the Brave Blossoms or you're
You got
not.
any cookies on you?
Of course not.
You got any money?
No.
She takes 2 steps closer to you.
I have this. And I pull out my Swiss Army knife with the knife out. I've never had to use this, so you better be careful. And I'm calling the police. And I hit the button. I hit the call button, sorry. So that it makes Vivian and Bonnie's walkie-talkies ring. And then I say, hey, police, I think I have found the Pickle Park Murderer, and she has disguised herself as a brave blossom. Over.
I think me and Vivian just kind of look at each other for a minute, and we're like, what?
I am in need of assistance with the Pickle Park Murderer. Over.
Roll initiative.
Vivian, why don't you grab that gross crumply paper and let's go find Max?
You have to roll. It's just 1d6. You have to roll a 6 to go first.
No more blue dice, because that blue die has been messing with me. Green die. Roll the 1.
Oof. Okay. Declaration phase. Are you going to act in the think, run, or scrap or fight phase?
Which was which again?
So think is if you would try to talk your way out of a situation or talk somebody down.
Is it a skill?
That's charm.
A charm. Okay.
Run away is you try to run away.
And that one is?
Probably skill.
Okay. And then fight would be
Fight is toughness.
I'm going to use skill.
Okay.
Because I have a 3 in that. And then I also have a badge. I have a running badge, which is plus 1d6 toughness tests during the running phase.
Okay, so so we'll call running toughness too. So, okay, so you're gonna act. in the running phase.
Then I'm not. If it's toughness, hell no.
Okay.
I'm also smaller. There's no way I'm gonna get away. I have to think my way out of this one. I'm gonna try to diffuse the situation, or I guess maintain the mental part of this, because she's just thinking physical. I'm one step ahead with my walkie-talkie and my fucking knife out.
Yeah. She is much larger than you, like a good 60 pounds at least,
right,
and like inches taller.
Yeah, Max is a really slight little dude there.
Have you ever seen Dodgeball?
One of my favorite movies.
You know how they play the Girl Scouts in the beginning. You know Bernice. This is Bernice. She is the one that I've modeled this character off of. So she's got a unibrow.
That's so awesome.
And like everything. So you're in the talking phase. She is not. So how do you try to talk her down or maintain the current situation?
She's already moving at me.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this is a tough thing, man. Trying to think about how, like, if she's already moving, then there's really nothing that I could say. Apparently, to get her attention, told her I'd talk to the police, made a call to the police. I have a knife out. Doesn't get much more talky than that. I don't want to run with a knife, because that could end up poorly with a bad roll. I guess I'm going to fight with a knife.
Okay, you're going to fight. So if you're acting in the fighting phase...
Oh, I do get +1 to attack at least, so that's good.
Okay. So she's going to go first, because you failed the initiative roll. So she's going to quickly close the gap between the two of you, and she's going to make her fight roll first. She did get a 6, so you have a chance to defend yourself.
You never split the party.
We'll be there in a second, right? Aren't we heading over?
We're definitely. That was a weird message.
You have no idea where I am. The only way that you can get there would be like if you guys hit the call button. Maybe you'll hear. I can't be too far away.
Yeah.
It's not like I ran a half mile away, so maybe you'll just hear it in the distance, and you can try to find me that way.
Or you start shouting as you're fighting.
I've been shouting.
We could hear you guys. Maybe. Probably.
That'd
if it's kind of an open park, you could probably hear that far away.
Okay. You need to make a toughness roll to defend. So if you get a 6, you're going to dodge this attack. Then you're going to make your toughness.
I got a 3.
Okay. And your toughness is a 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't have any additional die added to defense.
You would think the knife would help with that.
I mean, at this point, I should be able to just kind of hold it out in front of me.
Yeah. Are you gonna stab someone?
He's working himself up to it.
You're gonna become the Pickle Park Murderer. You've like self-prophesized.
Maybe after I finally use the knife once, I'll be able to use it again and again.
You'll realize I love doing this.
Yeah, I should be using this with everything, with peanut butter, mayonnaise.
These Brave Blossoms are really getting into a lot of murder and
Yeah.
death. Really
This is
early
not
on,
a good
really
organization.
quickly.
This escalated quickly.
You brandish your knife. You hold it out, like you said, with both hands in front of you. And she takes 2 steps forward, and she swats your hand down, knocking the knife out of it, and comes across with a monster right hook, nailing you right in the face. She's going to do 1 damage to your toughness, which drops you down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Which, with that amount of stress, when one of your skills drops to 0, you become unconscious, and the lights go out for old Maxwell.
Did we hear this?
Do you hear someone getting punched? I mean,
Well, like he was shouting and stuff.
you hear him, yeah. You definitely heard him shout, and then you hear the shouts not continue.
Okay. Well, we're running in that direction.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
All right.
Go save Max.
Yeah, actually, let's give you guys some badges. It's been 2 episodes, so let's resolve some. We'll give you guys any applicable badges. Anna, you are going to earn the Animal Tamer badge.
Cool.
For successfully dealing damage to an animal during a scrap.
All right.
So you're going to get a +1 die to skill or toughness tests made while fighting against animals.
That's cool. I like that.
Bonnie, you've earned the Tracker badge by succeeding on a skill test to identify animal tracks. And you're going to earn a +1 die to skill tests made to identify tracks. And actually, both Vivian and Maxwell earn the Just Say No badge for avoiding peer pressure to take drugs or some other harmful substance.
Oh.
You're going to get a +1 die on charm tests made for resolve during a scrap.
Cool.
+1 die to what?
Charm tests used to resolve during a scrap.
Okay, so like in the thinking phase, you get...
Yeah.
Okay.
And Maxwell already has the researcher badge, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end that episode. So tune in next time to find out what happens in the world of Kleinville, or the town of Kleinville, the eerie town of Kleinville, and to our characters.
Getting spookier by the minute.
There's a lot happening in Kleinville.
Not what I expected.
Me either. But I guess we'll have to wait till next time to find out what goes on. So we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Tales from the Crypt podcast is recorded in the Wolfbeard Games studio in upstate New York. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, please subscribe on whichever platform you listen to. If you really like us, also leave us a review. It's very helpful. If you want to follow us more, you can find us on Instagram at Tales from the Crypt podcast. We've enjoyed our time with you today, and we look forward to seeing you next time at Tales from the Crypt.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
No, it's supposed to be...
The dogs are here.
We gotta go.
It's the junkyard dogs.
Why did they put him in this house?
I guess this is where the junkyard dogs live. They're following us. We gotta run. They're right behind us. Run. Let's get on that horse.
This is the clip at the end, isn't it?
Welcome back to Tales from the Crypt. We are continuing.
Were you trying to sound like a robot?
No. Did it come out like that?
I don't know.
Welcome to the podcast.
All right, we'll try that again. With a little less flair this time, I guess.